Reading stories in English is not just a journey into fascinating worlds, but also a powerful tool for learning and mastering the language.
Chapter 1. A young boy named Levi. Levi Strauss was born on February 26, 1829, in a small town in Germany. His full name was Levi Strauss, but later, in America, he changed it to Levi Strauss. Levi grew up in a big family. He had 3 brothers and 3 sisters. His father, Hirsch Strauss, worked as a peddler. A peddler is a person who sells small things like clothes, tools, and other items to people in different towns. Life was not easy for Levi's family. They were Jewish, and at that time, Jewish people in Germany faced many difficulties. They were not allowed to do certain jobs or live in some places. Levi's father worked very hard to support the family, but it was still difficult to have enough money for everyone. When Levi was 16 years old, his father became very sick and died. This was a very sad time for the family. Levi's older brothers decided to move to America. They believed America was a land of opportunity. In America, they thought, they could find better jobs and a better life. Levi stayed in Germany with his mother and sisters for a few more years. He went to school and learned about business. He also helped his mother at home. But Levi always dreamed of going to America. He wanted to join his brothers and start a new life. In 1847, when Levi was 18 years old, he finally got the chance to go to America. He said goodbye to his mother and sisters and boarded a ship. The journey was long and difficult. The ship was crowded, and the weather was bad. But Levi was excited. He was going to a new country where he could work hard and build a better future. When Levi arrived in America, he went to New York City. His brothers were already there, and they had a small business selling dry goods. Dry goods are things like fabric, clothes, and other household items. Levi started working with his brothers. He learned how to sell things and how to run a business. Levi was a hard worker. He was also very friendly, and people liked him. He quickly learned English and became good at his job. But Levi wanted more. He wanted to have his own business. He wanted to be successful. After a few years in New York, Levi heard about a place called California. People were talking about gold in California. They said anyone could find gold and become rich. Levi decided to go to California. He wanted to start his own business there. Levi said goodbye to his brothers and started his journey to California. It was a long trip, but Levi was excited. He didn't know it yet, but this journey would change his life forever. Levi's journey to America. Levi's journey to America was not easy. He traveled by ship, and the trip took many weeks. The ship was crowded, and the conditions were not good. There were many people on the ship, and everyone was hoping for a better life in America. During the journey, Levi thought about his family. He missed his mother and sisters, but he knew he had to be strong. He wanted to make them proud. He also thought about his future. He dreamed of having his own business and becoming successful. When Levi arrived in New York, he was amazed. The city was big and busy. There were tall buildings, crowded streets, and people from many different countries. Levi's brothers were waiting for him at the port. They were happy to see him and took him to their small shop. Levi started working with his brothers right away. He learned how to sell dry goods and how to talk to customers. He also learned about the different types of fabric and clothes. Levi was a fast learner, and he worked very hard. But Levi wanted more. He wanted to have his own business. He wanted to be independent. After a few years, Levi heard about California. People were talking about the gold rush. They said there was gold in California, and anyone could find it and become rich. Levi didn't want to look for gold. He didn't want to be a miner. He had a different idea. He thought, if many people are going to California, they will need clothes, tools, and other things. I can sell these things to them. In 1853, Levi decided to go to California. He packed his things and said goodbye to his brothers. He took a ship to Panama, then crossed the land by mule, and finally took another ship to San Francisco. The journey was long and difficult, but Levi was excited. When Levi arrived in San Francisco, he saw a busy and growing city. There were many people, and everyone was looking for gold. Levi opened a small shop and started selling dry goods. He sold fabric, clothes, and other things to the miners. Levi's shop was successful. He worked hard and was very friendly. People liked him and trusted him. Levi's business grew, and he became well known in San Francisco. But Levi didn't know that his biggest success was still to come. Chapter 2. The Journey to San Francisco. When Levi Strauss arrived in San Francisco in 1853, the city was buzzing with excitement. The gold rush had brought thousands of people to California. Miners, adventurers, and dreamers from all over the world came to find gold and make their fortunes. The streets were crowded, and new buildings were going up everywhere. Levi didn't come to California to look for gold. He had a different plan. He thought, if so many people are coming here, they will need clothes, tools, and other supplies. I can sell these things to them. Levi was a smart businessman, and he saw an opportunity. He opened a small shop on Sacramento Street. The shop sold dry goods like fabric, clothes, blankets, and sewing supplies. Levi worked hard to make his shop successful. He was friendly and honest, and people liked him. Miners and their families came to his shop to buy what they needed. Levi's shop became popular. He sold good quality products, and his prices were fair. Soon, his business grew, and he needed more space. He moved to a bigger shop on Battery Street. This new shop was called Levi Strauss & Company. It was the beginning of something big. But life in San Francisco wasn't easy. The city was still growing, and there were many challenges. The streets were muddy when it rained, and there were no proper sidewalks. Fires were common, and sometimes whole buildings burned down. Levi had to work hard to keep his shop safe and running. Despite the challenges, Levi loved San Francisco. He believed in the city and its people. He was proud to be part of this new and exciting place. Levi's shop became a meeting point for miners and their families. People came not only to buy things but also to talk and share stories. Levi was happy with his business, but he always looked for new opportunities. He wanted to help his customers in the best way possible. Little did he know that one day, a simple idea would change his life and the world of fashion forever. Meeting Jacob Davis. One day, a man named Jacob Davis came to Levi's shop. Jacob was a tailor. A tailor is a person who makes and repairs clothes. Jacob had an idea, and he needed Levi's help. Jacob explained his idea to Levi. He said, "I make pants for miners, but the pants don't last long. The pockets tear, and the seams break. I have an idea to make the pants stronger. I want to use metal rivets to hold the pockets and seams together." Levi listened carefully. He thought Jacob's idea was interesting. Rivets are small metal pieces that can make fabric stronger. Levi understood that miners needed strong pants because their work was hard and rough. Jacob continued, "I need a business partner to help me make these pants. I don't have enough money to start. Will you help me?" Levi thought about it. He liked Jacob's idea, and he believed it could work. Levi was a good businessman, and he knew that strong pants would sell well. He decided to help Jacob. In 1872, Levi and Jacob became partners. They started making pants with metal rivets. The pants were made from a strong fabric called denim. Denim is a thick cotton fabric that is very durable. The pants were also dyed with indigo, which gave them a blue color. This is why they were called blue jeans. The first pair of blue jeans. Levi and Jacob worked hard to make the first pair of blue jeans. They wanted the pants to be perfect. The pants had metal rivets on the pockets and seams. This made them very strong and durable. The first customers were miners. They loved the new pants. The pants were comfortable and lasted a long time. The miners could work hard without worrying about their pants tearing. Word spread quickly, and soon, more and more people wanted to buy Levi and Jacob's pants. Levi and Jacob knew they had something special. They decided to patent their idea. A patent is a legal document that protects an invention. In 1873, they received the patent for improvement in fastening pocket openings. This meant that no one else could make pants with metal rivets without their permission. The patent helped Levi and Jacob grow their business. They started making more pants and selling them to people all over California. The pants became very popular, and Levi Strauss & Company became a well-known name. Levi was proud of his business. He had started with a small shop and now had a successful company. But he never forgot his customers. He always listened to their needs and tried to make the best products for them. A growing business. As the business grew, Levi faced new challenges. He needed more workers and more space to make the pants. He also needed to find new ways to sell the pants to more people. Levi hired more workers and opened a factory in San Francisco. The factory was busy, and workers worked hard to make the pants. Levi made sure the pants were of good quality. He wanted his customers to be happy. Levi also started selling the pants in other states. He sent catalogs to people, and they could order the pants by mail. This was a new way of selling things, and it worked well. People from all over the country wanted Levi's pants. Levi's business continued to grow, and he became a successful businessman. But he never forgot his humble beginnings. He always helped his community and gave money to charities. He believed in helping others and making the world a better place. Chapter 3: The Idea of Strong Pants. In the 1870s, many people in California were miners. They worked hard every day, digging for gold in the mountains. Their work was tough, and they needed strong clothes that could last a long time. But there was a problem: their pants kept tearing. Miners' pants had to endure a lot. They were exposed to rocks, dirt, and heavy tools. The pockets often tore because miners carried heavy pieces of gold and tools in them. The seams, or the stitched parts of the pants, also broke easily. Miners needed pants that were strong and durable. Jacob Davis, a tailor from Nevada, noticed this problem. He made pants for miners, but even his pants didn't last long. Jacob wanted to find a solution. He thought, how can I make pants that won't tear so easily? One day, Jacob had an idea. He decided to use metal rivets to reinforce the pants. Rivets are small metal pieces that can hold fabric together very tightly. Jacob thought that if he put rivets on the pockets and seams, the pants would be much stronger. Jacob tried his idea, and it worked. The pants with rivets didn't tear easily. Miners loved them. But Jacob had a problem. He didn't have enough money to start making these pants on a large scale. He needed help. Jacob's letter to Levi. Jacob Davis knew he needed a business partner to make his idea successful. He thought of Levi Strauss. Levi was a successful businessman in San Francisco, and he sold fabric and dry goods. Jacob had bought fabric from Levi before, and he trusted him. In 1872, Jacob wrote a letter to Levi. In the letter, he explained his idea for the riveted pants. He wrote, "I have found a way to make pants that are very strong. I use metal rivets to hold the pockets and seams together. The pants are perfect for miners, but I need your help to make more of them." Levi received the letter and read it carefully. He thought Jacob's idea was brilliant. Levi knew that miners needed strong pants, and he believed that these pants would sell well. He also liked Jacob's enthusiasm and determination. Levi decided to help Jacob. He invited Jacob to come to San Francisco so they could talk more about the idea. When Jacob arrived, Levi welcomed him warmly. They discussed their plans and decided to become business partners. The birth of blue jeans. Levi Strauss and Jacob Davis worked together to create the first pair of riveted pants. They used a strong fabric called denim. Denim is a thick cotton fabric that is very durable. They also dyed the fabric with indigo, which gave it a blue color. This is why the pants were called blue jeans. The first blue jeans had metal rivets on the pockets and seams. This made them very strong. The pants also had a unique design. They had 5 pockets, 2 in the front, 2 in the back, and a small pocket inside the right front pocket. This small pocket was perfect for storing a watch or small tools. Levi and Jacob showed the pants to miners, and the miners loved them. The pants were comfortable, durable, and perfect for hard work. Word spread quickly, and soon, more and more people wanted to buy Levi and Jacob's blue jeans. In 1873, Levi and Jacob received a patent for their invention. A patent is a legal document that protects an invention. With the patent, no one else could make pants with metal rivets without their permission. This helped Levi and Jacob grow their business. The first blue jeans were called XX pants. They were a huge success. Levi Strauss & Company started making more and more pants, and the company grew quickly. Levi and Jacob's idea changed the world of workwear forever. Chapter 4: The Birth of the Levi's Logo. By the late 1870s, Levi Strauss & Company was growing fast. Their riveted blue jeans were very popular, especially among miners, cowboys, and workers. But as the business grew, Levi and his team faced a new challenge: how to make sure people knew they were buying genuine Levi's jeans. At that time, many companies started copying Levi's idea of riveted pants. They made similar pants and sold them at lower prices. Levi knew he had to do something to protect his brand. He wanted customers to know that they were buying the original, high-quality Levi's jeans. Levi and his team decided to create a logo. A logo is a special symbol or design that represents a company. A good logo helps people recognize a brand easily. Levi wanted a logo that would show the strength and quality of his jeans. The Two Horses Patch. In 1886, Levi Strauss & Company introduced a new logo. It was a patch with a picture of two horses pulling a pair of jeans in opposite directions. The patch was sewn onto the back of every pair of jeans. Above the picture, the words Levi's were written in bold letters. Below the picture, it said, "The only kind made by Levi Strauss & Company. San Francisco, California." The Two Horses patch was more than just a logo. It was a symbol of strength and durability. The image of the horses pulling the jeans showed that Levi's jeans were so strong that even two horses couldn't tear them apart. It was a clever way to show customers that Levi's jeans were the best. The patch also had another purpose. At that time, many people couldn't read. But they could understand pictures. The Two Horses patch was easy to recognize, even for people who couldn't read the words. This made Levi's jeans stand out in the market. The Red Tab. In 1936, Levi Strauss & Company introduced another iconic logo, the Red Tab. The red tab was a small piece of fabric with the word Levi's written in white letters. It was sewn onto the right back pocket of the jeans. The red tab was created to make Levi's jeans even more recognizable. At that time, many companies were making blue jeans, and they all looked similar. The red tab helped customers identify Levi's jeans quickly, even from a distance. The red tab became a symbol of authenticity. It showed that the jeans were genuine Levi's. Over time, the red tab became one of the most famous logos in the world. Today, it is still used on Levi's jeans, and people everywhere recognize it. The legacy of the Levi's logo. The Two Horses patch and the red tab are more than just logos. They are symbols of Levi Strauss & Company's commitment to quality and innovation. They tell the story of a company that started with a simple idea and grew into a global brand. Over the years, the Levi's logo has become a part of popular culture. It has appeared in movies, music, and art. People all over the world recognize the Two Horses patch and the red tab. They know that these symbols stand for strong, durable, and stylish jeans. Levi Strauss & Company has always been proud of its logos. They remind us of the company's history and its values. They also remind us of Levi Strauss and Jacob Davis, the two men who started it all. Their idea of riveted pants changed the world of fashion, and their logos continue to inspire people today. Chapter 5. The Growing Business. By the 1880s, Levi Strauss & Company had become a well-known name in California. Miners, cowboys, and workers loved their riveted blue jeans. The jeans were strong, durable, and perfect for hard work. But Levi and his team had bigger dreams. They wanted to sell their jeans all over the United States. The first step was to increase production. Levi opened a bigger factory in San Francisco. The new factory had more machines and workers. This allowed the company to make more jeans faster. The factory was always busy, and workers worked hard to meet the growing demand. Next, Levi started selling his jeans in other states. At that time, selling products in different parts of the country was not easy. There were no big stores or the internet like we have today. Levi had to find creative ways to reach customers. One of the ways Levi did this was by using catalogs. A catalog is a book with pictures and descriptions of products. Levi's team created a catalog with pictures of their jeans and other products. They sent these catalogs to people in different states. People could look at the catalog, choose what they wanted, and order by mail. This was a new and exciting way of shopping, and it worked very well for Levi. Levi also worked with local stores in other cities. He sent them samples of his jeans and asked them to sell the jeans in their stores. Many store owners liked the jeans and agreed to sell them. This helped Levi's jeans reach more customers. As the business grew, Levi Strauss & Company became more than just a local company. It was becoming a national brand. People from all over the country started wearing Levi's jeans. The company was on its way to becoming a household name. The 501 jeans, a classic is born. In the 1890s, Levi Strauss & Company introduced a new model of jeans called the 501. The 501 jeans were special because they had a unique design and were made from high-quality denim. They quickly became one of the most popular products in the company's history. The 501 jeans had a button fly instead of a zipper. This made them different from other pants at the time. They also had 5 pockets, 2 in the front, 2 in the back, and a small pocket inside the right front pocket. This small pocket was perfect for storing a watch or small tools. The jeans were made from strong denim fabric, which made them durable and long-lasting. The 501 jeans were an instant success. Cowboys, workers, and even ordinary people loved them. They were comfortable, practical, and stylish. The 501 jeans became a symbol of American culture. They were not just pants, they were a way of life. Levi's team worked hard to make sure the 501 jeans were perfect. They used the best materials and paid attention to every detail. They wanted their customers to be happy and to keep coming back for more. The 501 jeans were so well made that they could last for years, even with heavy use. Over time, the 501 jeans became a classic. They were worn by people of all ages and backgrounds. They were seen on cowboys in the Wild West, factory workers in big cities, and even young people who wanted to look cool. The 501 jeans were more than just a product, they were a part of American history. Today, the 501 jeans are still made by Levi Strauss & Company. They are one of the most famous products in the world. People everywhere recognize the 501 jeans as a timeless piece of fashion. Levi's legacy. A company that cares. Levi Strauss was not just a successful businessman, he was also a kind and generous person. He believed in helping others and making the world a better place. He gave money to charities, supported his community, and treated his workers well. Levi's values became a big part of the company's culture. In 1902, Levi Strauss passed away at the age of 73. He left behind a successful company and a legacy of innovation and kindness. His nephews took over the business and continued to grow it. They followed Levi's example and worked hard to keep the company successful. Over the years, Levi Strauss & Company faced many challenges. There were wars, economic crises, and changes in fashion. But the company always found a way to adapt and stay successful. They continued to make high-quality jeans and to innovate. One of the ways the company stayed successful was by listening to their customers. They paid attention to what people wanted and needed. For example, in the 1920s, they introduced jeans with a zipper instead of a button fly. This was a big change, and many people liked it. Levi Strauss & Company also believed in giving back to the community. They supported education, healthcare, and other important causes. They treated their workers well and paid them fair wages. This made the company a great place to work. Today, Levi Strauss & Company is one of the most famous brands in the world. Their jeans are worn by people of all ages and backgrounds. The company continues to honor Levi's legacy by making great products and helping their communities. Levi Strauss & Company is more than just a company, it is a symbol of quality, innovation, and kindness. Levi's story reminds us that with hard work, creativity, and a caring heart, we can achieve great things. Chapter 6. Jeans for Everyone. In the early 1900s, Levi's jeans were mainly worn by workers like miners, cowboys, and farmers. The jeans were strong and durable, perfect for hard work. But over time, something interesting happened. People who didn't work in tough jobs started wearing Levi's jeans too. They became popular as everyday clothing. One reason for this change was the way jeans looked. Levi's jeans had a simple, classic design that many people liked. They were comfortable and practical, but they also had a cool, rugged style. Young people, especially, started wearing jeans as a fashion statement. In the 1950s, jeans became even more popular. Movies and television shows played a big role in this. Actors like James Dean and Marlon Brando wore jeans in their films, and young people wanted to dress like them. Jeans became a symbol of rebellion and freedom. They were no longer just workwear, they were a way to express individuality. Levi Strauss & Company noticed this change and started making jeans in different styles and colors. They introduced new designs to appeal to a wider audience. For example, they made jeans with zippers instead of buttons, and they offered jeans in lighter shades of blue. This helped Levi's jeans become even more popular. By the 1960s, jeans were a staple in many people's wardrobes. They were worn by men, women, and children. Jeans were no longer just for work, they were for school, parties, and even casual outings. Levi's jeans had become a part of everyday life. Levi's goes global. As Levi's jeans became more popular in the United States, the company started thinking about selling them in other countries. They wanted to share their high-quality jeans with people all over the world. In the 1960s and 1970s, Levi Strauss & Company began exporting jeans to Europe, Asia, and other parts of the world. At first, people in these countries were curious about jeans. They had never seen anything like them before. But once they tried them on, they loved them. In Europe, jeans became a symbol of American culture. Young people especially liked them because they were different from traditional clothing. Jeans were cool, comfortable, and stylish. They represented freedom and a modern way of life. In Asia, jeans also became popular. People liked their durability and practicality. Over time, jeans became a common sight in cities and towns across the continent. Levi's jeans were no longer just an American product, they were a global phenomenon. Levi Strauss & Company worked hard to adapt to different markets. They made jeans in different sizes and styles to suit people's preferences. They also opened stores and factories in other countries. This helped the company grow even more. Today, Levi's jeans are sold in over 100 countries. They are worn by people of all ages and backgrounds. Levi's is one of the most recognized brands in the world, and its jeans are a symbol of quality and style. Levi's and popular culture. Levi's jeans have not only been a fashion staple but also a part of popular culture. Over the years, they have appeared in movies, music, and art. They have been worn by celebrities, musicians, and even presidents. In the 1950s and 1960s, jeans became a symbol of youth culture. Musicians like Elvis Presley and the Beatles wore jeans, and their fans wanted to dress like them. Jeans were seen as cool and rebellious, and they became a must-have item for young people. In the 1980s and 1990s, Levi's jeans continued to be popular. They were featured in movies like Back to the Future and Thelma and Louise. Musicians like Bruce Springsteen and Madonna wore Levi's jeans in their music videos. This helped keep the brand in the spotlight. Levi's has also been a part of important moments in history. For example, during the civil rights movement in the 1960s, many activists wore jeans as a symbol of equality and solidarity. Jeans were seen as clothing for everyone, regardless of their background. Today, Levi's jeans are still a part of popular culture. They are worn by celebrities on red carpets and by everyday people on the streets. Levi's has also collaborated with designers and artists to create special collections. This keeps the brand fresh and exciting. Levi's jeans are more than just clothing, they are a part of our culture. They remind us of the past, but they also look to the future. Levi Strauss & Company continues to innovate and inspire, just as it did over 150 years ago. Chapter 7. Levi's Today. Levi Strauss & Company has come a long way since its early days in San Francisco. Today, the company is known not only for its classic jeans but also for its innovations in fashion and technology. Levi's continues to adapt to the changing world while staying true to its roots. One of the biggest changes in recent years is the use of new materials and technologies. For example, Levi's has started making jeans from sustainable materials. Sustainable materials are eco-friendly and better for the environment. Levi's uses organic cotton, recycled denim, and even fibers made from recycled plastic bottles. This helps reduce waste and protect the planet. Levi's has also introduced new designs and styles to meet the needs of modern customers. They offer jeans in different fits, such as skinny, straight, and relaxed. They also make jeans for different body types, so everyone can find a pair that fits perfectly. In addition, Levi's has expanded its product line to include jackets, shirts, and accessories. Technology has also played a big role in Levi's innovations. The company has developed new ways to make jeans more comfortable and durable. For example, they use laser technology to create unique designs and finishes on denim. This allows them to offer a wide range of styles without using as much water or chemicals. Levi's has also embraced e-commerce. Customers can now buy Levi's products online from the comfort of their homes. The company's website offers a wide selection of jeans and other items, as well as helpful tools like size guides and styling tips. This makes it easy for people to find exactly what they're looking for. Challenges and adaptations. Like any company, Levi Strauss & Company has faced challenges over the years. One of the biggest challenges has been competition. There are many brands that make jeans, and some of them offer lower prices. To stay competitive, Levi's has focused on quality, innovation, and customer loyalty. Another challenge has been changing fashion trends. What's popular today might not be popular tomorrow. Levi's has had to stay ahead of the curve by predicting trends and adapting quickly. For example, when skinny jeans became popular, Levi's introduced their own version. When demand for sustainable fashion grew, Levi's expanded their eco-friendly product lines. The COVID-19 pandemic was another major challenge. During the pandemic, many stores had to close, and people stayed home. This affected sales for many companies, including Levi's. However, Levi's adapted by focusing on online sales and finding new ways to connect with customers. They also supported their employees and communities during this difficult time. Despite these challenges, Levi's has remained a strong and successful company. They have stayed true to their values of quality, innovation, and sustainability. This has helped them build a loyal customer base and stay relevant in a changing world. The future of Levi's. As Levi Strauss & Company looks to the future, they continue to innovate and inspire. The company is always looking for new ways to meet the needs of its customers. They are exploring new materials, new designs, and new technologies. One area of focus is sustainability. Levi's wants to lead the way in creating eco-friendly fashion. They are experimenting with new ways to make jeans using less water, less energy, and fewer chemicals. They are also working to create a circular economy, where old jeans are recycled into new ones. Levi's is also embracing technology. They are using artificial intelligence and data to better understand their customers and create products that meet their needs. They are also exploring new ways to sell their products, such as virtual reality shopping experiences. But no matter how much Levi's changes, one thing will always stay the same: their commitment to quality and their values. Levi Strauss & Company will continue to make high-quality, stylish products that people love. They will continue to care for their employees, their customers, and the planet. And they will continue to inspire people around the world. The end of the story, but not the legacy. The story of Levi Strauss & Company is a story of hard work, creativity, and kindness. It is a story of a young boy who came to America with a dream and built a company that changed the world. It is a story of a pair of jeans that became a symbol of freedom and individuality. Levi's jeans have been worn by miners, cowboys, astronauts, musicians, and everyday people. They have been to the moon, to the top of mountains, and to the streets of cities around the world. They have been a part of our lives for over 150 years, and they will continue to be a part of our lives for many more. As we close this story, we remember Levi Strauss and his vision. He believed in making a positive impact, and he showed us that with hard work and a caring heart, anything is possible. Levi's legacy lives on in every pair of jeans, in every person who wears them, and in every community they touch. The story of Levi Strauss & Company is not just a story about jeans. It is a story about people, about dreams, and about making the world a better place. And that is a story that will never end.